Kia ora whanau. We are just pulling today for Sagittarius collective. So Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars placements. So we're just going to use our deck that we have made, and then maybe some tarot. We'll see what happens. When I choose which pile, which sign to read for, I usually pull a tarot card. And so I pulled Temperance. And so Sagittarius, some of you might be going through some, I heard, extreme healing. Some of you may be needing to be patient with yourself as you're going through this process of healing, and even tapping into more meditative practices, stillness, learning how to take it a little bit slower as well in your day-to-day life. I think something that Source has been challenging me to do is to also make more effort to live a slower life. So whatever that might look like for your Saggies. But yeah, this is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Saturn, North Node, wherever Sagittarius falls in your chart. Now go on some formulation to what guidance and affirmation do you have for Sagittarius collective? Just pull a few of these. Hope you'll have had a good new moon. It was quite an intense one. So we have Bastet. Bastet is a ancient Egyptian like Kemetic. Oh, I actually have a sculpture. This is Bast. Bast is the divine feminine, like feline, sensuality, play, independence, nourishment, coolness. So very, I guess you all are being called to be in touch with your sensual energies. So smell, touch, taste. What's the other one? Sight. And have a play with that as well. So maybe in your home and in your spare time, like connecting with that side of yourself a little bit more and giving to yourself a little bit more, Sagittarius, is important. We also have this card, which is, I drew, which kind of represented the full moon, but then like the energies of the full moon like rippling into the water. And I wrote divine alignment, hope, stirring up, new contracts of intimacy, water, stars, harvest, strength. So yeah, I don't know if like the last full moon that we had really affected your Sagittarius. I'm kind of seeing like that there's something that was stirred up. So I guess around like a month ago, within your energy, that is still being fostered at this time, or still being nurtured at this time. And so it might be to do with new contracts when it comes to intimacy with yourself. So maybe that's tied to that sensual energy that we were talking about, connecting to your senses, your body, your feminine energy, and the independence with your independence within that. Also, when it says new contracts of intimacy, I'm also seeing like new contracts of intimacy with other people as well. So there might be cycles closing with people that you know, friendships, relationships ending, or just refreshing. Like you might be like rehashing things out in a relationship. Yeah, coming into new contracts and commitments with each other. We also have lavender. So Sagittarius, this might be a herb or a plant that is really important for you all at this time. Lavender is really great for self-soothing. I've written the crown, nervous system, sleep, calm, stress, tension, rest. So you'll need to focus on your rest as well, and how you can cultivate that. You'll also need to focus on your sleep. I'm seeing sleep patterns is important. So noting your sleep patterns, how you can get some more sleep. Maybe like if you are into like herbalism or like just plant medicine, or just have like essential oils, like lavender essential oils, putting that on your bed, bringing lavender into your space, because even the modi, even the spiritual energy of the plant, and having that in your space will invoke the, what do I want to call it, the modi, like the life force, the life charge of the essence of the plant in your space. If that makes sense. You also have the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. One step at a time, you're making progress moving forward. So Sagittarius, your ancestors and the divine are giving you some sort of encouragement here and reminding you that everything is a process. So take your time with things, and don't forget to don't skip over steps. Like, it could be easy to like try to jump from 1 to 3 or 1 to 4 or 2 to 4, but your ancestors want to remind you that you do have to go through the natural progression and progress of things. So patience, like we were talking about at the beginning, is needed. We also have Oya. Oya is the Yoruba Nigerian Orisha divinity of the winds, quite similar to Tafirimatia. So cleansing, but the feminine version. So cleansing, uprooting, quite relentless Oya can be, and Oya is a fierce fighter. She doesn't fuck around, you know. If something needs to go, it needs to go, because justice needs to be served. And so that's kind of the energy that maybe you are being called to embody, is to let go. I'm hearing let go of anything that's no longer serving you, and ask your ancestors to help you move on to the next in whatever area that may be in your life. You might also be quite connected to the wind at this time. Could be windy a little bit where you are. Your breath is really important too. So maybe connecting with lavender, connecting with your senses, self-soothing, breathing, like breath work. Yeah, meditative practices will be really helpful for your Sagittarius. So let's pull some tarot. If you're unfamiliar with me, I'm Janina Asiedu. I'm a queer ancestral medium, practitioner, and herbal ritualist. I'm from Ghana, and I'm based in Aotearoa, New Zealand, and Tamaki Makoto. Nyokopon Samai for number some four. Orisha need to do those of love, light, high frequency, truth, justice, and peace. Guidance and information here for Sagittarius Collective at this time. We're just using this Asotela deck, which means prophecy. So we have Fagun, expand. The strength of a person cannot be determined by size. Some of you might actually be quite small, like in stature or in like physically, like petite. Okay, we have Oshogbo. One is like a drum, which makes a lot of noise, but is hollow inside. It's Capricorn energy. We also have Etan, deceit. If the child learns the trail of the snake, he will also learn the wanderings of the snake. Okay, so for y'all are being called to expand. And even though you might feel like you are I just feel like not big enough, not wise enough. Like you might feel like you don't have the resources to get to where you want to get to. I'm seeing like your ancestors want you to really believe in yourself and believe in your strength and use your willpower to like move forward. It's also giving growing pains as well. Like I always get that with Three of Wands, like moving into another stage of your life and it just like hurting as well. So there might be that kind of energy that's coming through for you. I'm also seeing for some, you'll need to be careful who you collaborate with. There could be like people that you are collaborating with that kind of have some toxic habits, or there might be something fully that you're not seeing in this expansion. I'm also seeing it's important for you to let go of negative and unbeneficial attachments and energies that you have to certain things as you're expanding. Yeah, I am Kiwi. I'm in Tamaki Makaurau, but I'm from Ghana. I feel like Source Sagittarius is going to give you like clarity on where this deceit is coming from, if it's like self-deceit or if it's coming from like another person. Okay, for some, it's coming from yourself. It's coming from like your own restrictive thoughts and tendencies. Only those who do nothing never make a mistake, hum or restrict. Yeah, so for some of us, where we are restricting our own selves by the things that we have been told in the past that are kind of holding us back, like from growing or expanding, or can even be like not believing in yourself because you're not used to experiencing a certain way of life. I also heard tradition. So for some of us Sagittarius placements, it could be that we're used to, our family is used to doing something in a certain way, or others around us are used to doing things in a certain way. And that could actually restrict us a little bit. Guidance, information she had for Sagittarius. Queen of Fire. Iabaina, fire surrounded by elders cannot burn you. And also, King of Love fell out onto the floor reversed. King of Hearts, when you fight fire with fire, someone is going to get hurt. So I feel like for some Saggies, you are meant to let go of not expressing your emotions as well, and really allow yourself to step into that authenticity and be confident in your heart space, what you love. You may also need to let go of people, the relationships that have been a little bit emotionally manipulative as well, or any emotionally manipulative tendencies that you have had. So you might need to identify that. Some of you will also just be releasing hurt that you've experienced, and that could be something that stops you from stepping out of your comfort zone into new territory. This also calls for you Sagittarius placements to be confident in yourself, and I think this comes back to that Bast energy. We were talking about nurturing yourself, your sensuality and play, and going in, nourishing your body, nourishing your physical health. And I feel like this is attached to your charisma, your confidence, feeling attractive as well. I'm also seeing some of you like nourishing and massaging your like body with like herbal oils and stuff like that, and also calling your ancestors in at the same time to protect you. We also have Ea at the base of the deck. So some of you are being called to focus on your sense of self-worth and nurturing and nourishing yourself a little bit better. If you have kids as well around you, nourishing them and remembering that the way that you nourish yourself is going to be an example for them. So yeah, I'm going to leave that there. Sagittarius, if you want a personal reading, our website is on our page, nyamijad times houseofafi.com.